Welcome to Casey's, your one-stop shop for Western apparel and equestrian supplies. We're excited to partner with several of our trusted brands as part of the 2026 Mid-Ohio Memorial Day Trotting Sale, including Buckeye Bits, Everglow, Casey's Harnesses, PEP, Casey's Repro Equipment, Signature Carts, Sunset Horse Walker, Equilume, and Limber Max. Be sure to stop by our store in Mount Hope, Ohio. Please visit us online at caycesoh.com or give us a call at 330-390-6012. Casey's, everything for horse and rider.
Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome out to the 14th annual Memorial Day Trotting Sale. Thanks, everyone, for coming out this morning. We'll get started with the driving right away. Attention in the barns. We will be bringing all the horses in this morning on the east end of the arena. So, yeah, you'll be driving with the wind in your face. That way you can remember that. So, down on the east end, we'll enter the horses. Um, Again, there's plenty of food on the grounds if you haven't had breakfast yet or whatever, and coffee, and get settled in, and we'll get the show started right away. And thanks again for everyone coming out. 14th annual Mid Ohio Memorial Trotting Sale. Yeah, we got the first trotter in the ring right here in front of the announcer's block. She's heading towards the west end. There goes a dagger. Again, thanks again for coming out today. Welcome to the 14th annual Mid Ohio Memorial Day Trotting Sale. We'd like to thank the sale committee. A lot of work goes on to this. You know, Robert Hirschberger, Jonas Hirschberger, and Thurman Mullet. You see those folks out today. Give them a big thank you. We appreciate everything they do. We appreciate all of you for coming out and supporting us. So we'll get started. Bring the first horses to the track whenever you're ready. Remember, enter on the east end. Hey, here we go. Looks like we got our first contestant out here, and it is lot number one. What a way to start off with lot number one in your catalog. Yeah, let it come back around. Oh, yeah. Coming out of the west end down here, we have lot number one. That's Kelly's Flash, a bay stallion. Lot number one in your catalog. All right, coming down in one 134 by the block. Lot number 134 just entered the arena. And that was a lot number one, that 5-year-old bay stallion down by the fence. Oh, yeah. Coming down the track, we have lot number 1 by the block, 134 over on the rail. That 134 is Cool Dream, a 5-year-old black gelding, 134 in your catalog. Again, right down the middle of the track, ladies and gentlemen, lot number 1. That's that 5-year-old bay stallion. Lot number 1 in your catalog, 134 over on the rail. 134 is Cool Dream, a 5-year-old black gelding. Cool Dream, 134. Tension in the barns. Bring the horses down on the track. Enter at the east end. We are open for business. Lot number 1 down the center of the track. Again, that's that 5-year-old bay stallion. Lot number 1 in your catalog. Oh, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, over on the rail, we have lot number 118. 118 in your catalog. Followed up by 134 on the rail. That 118 is Pistols Cowboy. That's a 4-year-old bay gelding, 118 in your catalog. Yeah, I believe that's 118. I'm not sure. We got to check that number. It's kind of rolled up when he comes back around. Standing just west of the block. That's at lot number 134. Cool Dream. That 5-year-old black gelding. Cool Dream, sired by the Dream of Cause. 134 by the block. 118. 118 to the east end. Lot number 118 is Pistol Cowboys. 4-year-old bay gelding. He is a brazen gelding. Lot number 118 in your catalog. Oh, yeah. Coming down the middle of the track. 118. 118 to the east end. Oh, yeah. And here comes lot number 134. 134 in the open buggy. 134 is that Cool Dream. 5-year-old black gelding, sired by Dream on Cause. 134 in your catalog. Again, we'd like to thank everyone for coming out today. Nice morning for driving horses. So if you haven't had breakfast or need a snack, plenty of food stands on the ground. Help yourself. Again, don't forget about the raffle tickets we got going on today for the good cause, the Rainbow of Hope Foundation. Sarge, is that what we're going for today? So you can get your tickets up in Barn B. So whenever you go up to get breakfast or pick up a snack or coffee, stop by in Barn B and get those raffle tickets. Help us support a good cause today. Over on the rail, we have lot number 84. Oh, yeah, I think that's might be the mistake we had a while ago. We might have had the wrong number on him, but we'll verify that. Lot number 84. Lot number 84 in your catalog is a 5-year-old brown mare. She'll be coming back around there shortly, so maybe we got that number thing straightened out. That's lot 84 in your catalog. Yeah, there goes lot number 84 to the East End, that's Sweet Sapphire. She's a 5-year-old brown mare. Lot number 7 over on the rail. Lot number 7 is Chrome's Dolly. That's a 3-year-old bay filly by the Chrome Master. Lot 7 on the track. Oh, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, coming down the track is lot number 7. That's Chrome's Dolly. 3-year-old bay filly, followed up by 84 on the rail. Lot number 84. Followed up by 186. That's a little bit past my catalog. 186. So we'll get some information on that horse and get it to you as soon as we can. Oh, yeah. Getting her done down the middle of the track, lot number 84. That's that Sweet Sapphire, 5-year-old. Five-year-old brown mare. She'll be coming back around there. That's lot 84 in your catalog. Oh, yeah. Coming out of the west end, down by the rail, lot number 166. Followed up by 34. There's a new duck on the pond out there. Lot number 34, Cleveland Royalty. That's a 4-year-old bay gelding, lot number 34. Followed up by 7, lot 7 on the rail. Lot number 7 is Chrome's Dolly. That's a 3-year-old bay filly, sired by the Chrome Master. Lot 7 in your catalog. Oh, yeah, 34 down the center of the track. Lot number 34 in your catalog. That's a Cleveland Royalty. That's a 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by the Royalty for life. 34 in your catalog. Down by the block, we have lot number 7. 7 is a 3-year-old bay filly, sired by the Chrome Master. Over on the rail, 166. Twilight Ranger. That's a 4-year-old brown gelding by Amigo Ranger. 166 in your catalog. 34 to the east end. Lot 34. Tension in the barns. We got room on the track. Get those horses down here. Show them to the crowd. Remember now, we're entering at the east end. All horses enter at the east end. 166 down by the rail. Again, we have lot number 34 down the center of the track. 34 is Cleveland Royalty. That's a 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by the Cleveland Royalty himself. 166 to the east end. Lot 34. 34 to the east end. 34 is that Cleveland Royalty. That's that 4-year-old bay gelding sired by the Royalty for life. $123 down the rail to the east end. $123 in your catalog. That's Summer's Getaway, 5-year-old brown mare, sired by Swan for All. 123 in your catalog. Remember, don't forget to visit all of our fine food booths up on I just received a drink from the Daily Double, a nice coffee drink and a cookie. So go by and visit those fine folks from the Daily Double. Get you a coffee drink. Feels good out here on a cool morning. Down by the rail, we have lot number 123. 123 is that Summer Getaway, 5-year-old brown mare, sired by Swan for All. Again, we'd like to thank everyone for coming out this morning. Be sure and go up in Barn B, pick up those raffle tickets. We'll be giving away some nice prizes there later on today. That's in Barn B. Support the Rainbow of Hope Foundation. So thanks everyone for helping out with that. $123 getting her done down by the rail. $123 to the east end. $143. $143 is a 9-year-old bay mare sired by the EL Titan. $143 in your catalog. And down by the rail, 123. $143 down the center of the track. $143, that's that 9-year-old bay mare sired by the EL Titan. $143 in your catalog. Oh, yeah. Now we have lot number 8. Lot number 8 in your catalog. Lot number 8 is Chromie Miss. Chromie Miss is a 4-year-old black mare sired by the Chrome Master. Number 8 in your catalog. $143 down the rail. 143. 143 is that 9-year-old bay mare, lot 8 to the east end. $143 by the block. $143. Again, that's that 9-year-old bay mare, and she is in foal to Incredible Ozzy for a February 2027 foal. So 143 in your catalog. Check that out. Now we got a new duck on the pond. 153. 153 is Crown of Red Roses, a 3-year-old bay filly. 153 in your catalog. 82 to the east end, followed up by lot number 8. 82 in your catalog. That's the Fountain Drink, a 4-year-old bay gelding sired by the Chrome Flywheel. 82 in your catalog. $108 to the east end. 108 is a 10-year-old bay gelding sired by Muscle Hill, followed up by lot 82 down by the rail and number 8. Come on down, bring those horses down, and let's fill up the track and get some driving going on here. 153 by the block. 153, that's the Crown of Red Roses, a 3-year-old bay filly sired by Big Z Crown. 153 in your catalog. Now down by the rail, we were followed up by 108. 108. 108 is a 10-year-old bay gelding sired by Muscle Hill. 155. 155 is a 6-year-old bay gelding. 6-year-old bay gelding, 155. $108 down by the rail. 108 in your catalog. Again, that's that 10-year-old bay gelding sired by Muscle Hill. 108. Serious driving gelding, says in your catalog. 153 on the rail. 153 is that Crown of Red Roses. That's that Big Z Crown mare. She's a 3-year-old bay filly. 153. Oh, yeah, down the center of the track, 155. 47 over on the rail, and 82 by the block. Yep, it's getting serious out here. Get them on the track. 47 is that Lady Titan. That's a 9-year-old bay mare by the EL Titan. Again, I'd like to thank the fine folks at the Daily Double, a stand up here just over the hill. Brought me down a coffee drink. Yep, it's serious. Coffee and a cookie. What a way to start off the day. So thanks to the Daily Double food stand up there on the end of the west end of the track. Over on the rail, we have 15, 82 by the block, followed up by 47 on the rail. Now down the center of the track, we have lot 65. On the rail 108. 65 is a Royal Auction, a 3-year-old Bay filly sired by Royalty for Life. 65 in your catalog. 82. 82 is that Fountain Drink, 4-year-old Bay Gelding, sired by the Chrome Flywheel. 82 in your catalog. 65 by the rail, followed by 15. Lot number 15 is an American Dollar. That's a 4-year-old brown mare, sired by Mr. Maryland. 47 down the center of the track. 47 is that Lady Titan. Lady Titan, that's a 9-year-old bay mare, sired by EL Titan. 47 in your book. 82 by the block. 82 is that Fountain Drink. That's that 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by the Crime Flywheel. 82 to the east end. Over on the rail, we got lot number 153, followed up by 14. Yeah, 14 is that super piece, 3-year-old bay filly, sired by SD Rocketeer. 14 in your catalog. 65 to the east end. There goes a mover. 65 is Royal Action, a 3-year-old bay filly, sired by the Royalty for Life. 47, picking them up and setting them down, headed for the east end. Lot number 47, that's at Lady Titan, 9-year-old, sired by the EL Titan. 65. 65 in your catalog. That's lot number 65, Royal Action, 3-year-old, Royalty for Life. 14 on the rail, followed by 82. 82's that Fountain Drink. 14 is Super Piece. That's a 3-year-old bay filly. 156 by the block. 15. We'll get the other one on the rail when it comes back around. Oh, yeah. 14. 14 on the rail is Super Piece, a 3-year-old bay filly, sired by the SD Rocketeer. 82 on the rail, 15 in the center of the track. Oh, yeah. By the block 156, 113 on the rail. Followed up by 15. Oh, yeah. Down the center of the track, we have lot number 156. and 152 on the rail. That lot 156 is Big Dreams Count. That's a 5-year-old bay mare by the final count, and she is in foal to the breadwinner. 156 in your catalog. Over on the rail, we have lot number 59. There's a new duck on the pond map. 59 is Beautiful Babe. That's a 4-year-old brown mare sired by the Andover Hall. Followed up and coming down the rail right now, we have lot number 152. 152, that's that Business Casual 8-year-old bay mare by the Andover Hall. When do I get to say that Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe thing, Matt? That's what I like, yes. Yeah, we'll wait on that. 59 down the center of the track. 59 is GL's Beautiful Babe. That's a 4-year-old brown mare sired by Andover Hall. Here comes a group one 148. In the center is 113, 170 on the rail. 170. And right down the middle of the track is that 156. That's the mare that's in foal to the breadwinner, 156. Down the center of the track is lot 148, followed up by 170, and I didn't catch the number. The other one was really getting it. Lot 59 on the rail. 59 followed up by 152. 152 is that Business Casual. That's an 8-year-old bay mare sired by the Andover Hall. 152 in your book. 170 in the center of the track. 148 on the rail. 148's at Royal Madam. 132. 152 to the east end. 152, that's that Business Casual 8-year-old bay mare sired by the Andover Hall. $133 and $113 down the center track. 27 in the middle. 170. 170, that's at Toby's Gavel. 5-year-old bay gelding sired by the Volstead. 148 by the block. 148 is Royal Madam. 3-year-old brown filly sired by the Royalty for Life. I'm kind of enjoying this cookie here. Passed down from the Daily Double. It's good. 133 in the center of the track. 133. 133, that's the 3-year-old bay filly sired by Full Count. 227, 170, and 95 on the rail. 133. 133 is that Miss Katrina Rose, 3-year-old Bay Filly, number 2 to the East End, 2 in your catalog, followed up by 27. And over on the rail, we have 95. $92 by the block. Okay, over on the rail, we got lot number 4, followed up by 27. 95 by the rail, and 92 down the center of the track. $156 and 2. Lot number 2. Lot number 2 is a 4-year-old bay mare sired by Muscles Yankee. Lot 2 in your catalog. Now coming down the rail is lot number 4. 4 is a 3-year-old black filly sired by the Dreamster. Number 2 to the East End. Lot number 2 is a 4-year-old bay mare sired by Muscles Yankee. 156 to the East End. That was lot 158 to the East End. 92 just past the block. 92 is a 8-year-old black mare sired by Andover Hall. Check that out. 92 in your catalog. Number 2. 2 to the East End is that 4-year-old bay mare sired by Muscles Yankee. Lot number 4 on the rail. That's that Dream Ago Princess 3-year-old black filly sired by the Dreamster. 158. 158 in your catalog is I'm a Star, 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by a Masterpiece. I'm a Star. $92. 92 to the East End. 92 is a 8-year-old black mare sired by Andover Hall. And down the rail comes lot number 4. 4 is a 3-year-old black filly sired by the Dreamster. Now down the center of the track, 158. 158 is that 4-year-old bay mare I'm a Star sired by a Masterpiece. It's a gelding, I'm sorry. Masterpiece gelding. Maybe I'm starting to freeze up here. Does anybody remember the first trotting sale we had here? You talking about cold. Woo. Yeah. 14 years ago, it was cold in Mount Hope. Lot number 4 over on the rail. Lot number 4 is a 3-year-old black filly sired by the Dreamster. 158. 158 is I'm a Star, 4-year-old bay gelding by a Masterpiece himself. Okay, attention on the barn area. We're entering the track on the east end. on the east end and then entering the arena on the west end. So keep those horses coming. Again, we'd like to thank everyone for coming out today. Nice day in Mount Hope for driving horses. 158 is I'm a Star to the east end. That's that 4-year-old bay gelding by a masterpiece himself. Attention, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to announce that Miller Tech has a battery wheelbarrow that dumps. It's from MK Farm and Harness on the west end of the arena down here. So again, that's Miller Tech with a battery wheeled wheelbarrow that dumps. We'd like you to come down and check that thing out. 158. 158 to the east end. That's that I'm a Star 4-year-old bay gelding by a masterpiece. I'm a Star. Yeah, we'd like to thank some of our sponsors out here. Some nice landscape stuff donated by Yoder's Greenhouse. And we'll have Mass Tractor helping us out later on today. Yoder's Blacksmith. We thank everybody, for takes a lot to make this thing kick off. Again, we'd like to thank the sale committee, Robert Hirschberger, Jonas Miller, Jonas Hirschberger, and Thurman Mullet. So you see those guys out there today. Be sure and give them a thank you. A lot of work goes into this event. We appreciate everyone that contributes to it. Don't forget your raffle tickets up in Barn B. We're supporting the Rainbow of Hope Foundation today. Goes for a good cause. So get up there and get your raffle tickets. What all they got today, Matt? We're going to give away a horse and a buggy or pony, probably, and a cart and everything like we do in the past. Yeah, it's a 4-year-old standard-bred mare that we're giving away in the raffle. Now down by the rail with no number. We're missing a number. Lot number 30 is on the track headed to the east end. Lot 30, we'll catch him when he comes back around. Oh, yeah. 50 on the rail. There goes your raffle horse I was talking about. Check that out, 4-year-old mare. 46 over on the rail. Lot number 46 in your catalog. 68 on the rail, followed by 177. 93 to the east end. 30 down the center of the track. Lot number 30. There's your raffle horse in the buggy. That's that 4-year-old mare. 50 on the rail, followed by 46. 46 is a 3-year-old brown stallion sired by A's Masterpiece. 46 in your catalog. Notarized as a 3-year-old brown stallion. So he's already notarized and ready for you to pick up the paperwork. Lot 30 down the center of the track. 68 on the rail. And the raffle horse Get up there in Barn B and buy some tickets. Wouldn't you like to win that 4-year-old black mare headed to the East End and the open buggy goes to, Matt? Separate raffle, all one deal. It's separate. So, yeah, you got two chances there to win. Get up there and get your raffle tickets. I'd like to thank the grounds crew here for putting up the plexiglass. That's going to help. 177 to the East End. 177 is that Raging Sammy, 10-year-old bay mare by Muscle Massive, checked in full to $1,000,000 Aussie. That number's rolled up there on the one in the center. Okay, down the center of the track, we have lot number 46. 177 on the rail. That's that Raging Sammy, a 10-year-old bay mare by Muscle Massive, checked in full to Big Z Crown 121, getting her done. 121 to the East End. 58 down the center of the track. 58 in your catalog. That's that Flashy Swan, 6-year-old black mare, sired by Swan for All. 68 on the rail. 61 in front of the block. That's a dagger. 61 is Ace by 10-year-old Bay Gelding, sired by Donata Handover, lot 61 in your catalog. Now by the block, we have 58, 30 over on the rail. 58 is that Flashy Swan. That's a 6-year-old black mare, sired by Swan for All. 58. 61 by the block, 58 on the rail. 61 is a 10-year-old Bay Gelding, sired by Dante Handover. 121 to the East End. 58 by the block, 102 on the rail. 46 down the center of the track. That's a dagger. 163 on the rail. 75 on the rail. 75 is Freeborn, 6-year-old Bay Gelding, sired by What the Hill. 75 in your catalog. 61. 61 getting her done to the East End. Followed up by 58. 102. 102 is My Overlay. 7-year-old Bay Gelding, sired by Andover Hall. 102 in your book. Over on the rail, we have 11. 147 in the open buggy. Followed up by 75. 163. 163 is a 3-year-old Bay Filly, sired by Classic Photo. 167 down the center of the block. 167 is Patty's Gold. That's a 4-year-old Bay mare, sired by Mohegan Hanover. 46. I'll tell you, that thing's picking them up and laying them down, headed for the East End. 93 on the rail. 46 is that Notarized 3-year-old brown stallion. If you're looking for a stallion today, check him out when he comes back around by the A Masterpiece. 147 the open buggy, 163 in the center, followed by 61. Now down by the rail, we have lot number 167. 167 is Patty's Goal. That's a 4-year-old bay mare sired by Mohegan Hanover. Hey, we got a gray. 104. Kind of looks like my hair there, Matt. 93, Cherry's Whip Dream. 4-year-old bay mare sired by Devious Man. 61 getting her done. 75 by the block. 45 in the center. 147 on the rail. Yeah, this is when it gets fun. Let's get out here and get her done. 102 on the rail. 102 is My Overlay. 7-year-old bay gelding, sired by the Andover Hall. How about the gray? 104, Shades of Gray. 4-year-old gray roan mare, sired by Swan for All. 104 in the book. 75 to the east end. 147, CS Fireball. 6-year-old brown gelding. 45 to the east end. 45, that's that Promise at Dawn. 4-year-old bay mare, sired by What the Hill. 167. There's some motion. 167. That's Patty's Goal. 4-year-old bay mare. 127 to the east end. Again, I'd like to thank the grounds crew up here. Look at that. Putting up the plexiglass, keeping old Bill warm. Yeah, we appreciate it. That makes a difference. Blowing Matt's book everywhere. 147 in the open buggy. 147 is that CS Fireball. That's a 6-year-old brown gelding sired by Nothing But Class. 104. The gray on the rail. Shades of Gray he is. 45 down the center of the track, followed up by 167. 127 to the east. 127 is Stormy Town. That's a 4-year-old black stallion by Newtown Chocolatier. I get some of the names right sometimes. Matt brags on me. 36 down the rail. 36 is YF Rocket. That's a 4-year-old bay gelding by Lou's Legacy. There's the gray. Shades of Gray. 104. Shades of Gray. 4-year-old gray roan mare, sired by Swan for All. Again, we'd like to thank everybody for coming out today. Settle right in. Plenty of food on the west end up here. Food trucks, booths. Help yourself. Get your raffle tickets. It's a great day to be in Mount Hope. Lot 36 down by the rail. 36 is that YF Rocket. 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by Lou's Legacy. I also like to thank my crew up here. You know, I got Matt Yoder and old Sarge helping me out. It's hard to keep up with these things. 127 down the center of the track. 147 on the rail. 127 is Stormy Town. That's a 4-year-old black stallion by Newtown Chocolatier. 127 in your book. 45. 45. Promise at Dawn. That's a 4-year-old bay mare, sired by What the Hill. 167 to the east end. Patty's Goal, followed up by 127. 147 in the open buggy. That's that CS Fireball. 6-year-old brown gelding, Nothing But Class as a sire. 147. Now we got 106. That's a new duck on the pond. And 36 over on the rail. 106 is Golden X Princess S, 4-year-old bay mare, sired by Andover Hall. 106 in the book. They got the plexiglass up now. They say they're going to shrink wrap me in here. That should help. 145 on the rail. 145 is Kipper Whipper Snipper. I wanted to say that for a long time. 36 down the rail. 145, that's a 7-year-old bay gelding by the Royalty for Life. 145 in your catalog. He'll be coming back around. $126 by the block. Sarge tells me that 126 is Donzel Hanover, 7-year-old bay gelding, sired by the Sebastian K. 145 and 106 to the east end. Over on the rail, we have lot number 36. 36 is YF Rocket, a 4-year-old bay gelding. 106 by the block. Golden X Princess. Freshly imported 106. Have a look. Golden X Princess S. I'm not sure where they come up with these names. Back in West Virginia, we call horses Doc and Rock and Jill and Judy. Oh, yeah. Now down by the rail. Lot number 79, followed up by 126. 126 is at Donzel Hanover, 7-year-old bay gelding, sired by the Sebastian KS. 36 by the rail, followed up by 55. How about them fives? 5-5 to the east end. 145 right behind him. $19 by the block. 79 down the center of the track. Oh, yeah. Here comes a herd of them. 55 down the rail. 126 in the middle. 19 on the rail. 145 by the block. 145, that's a Kipper Whipper Snipper. I've been wanting to say that. Kipper Whipper Snipper is a 7-year-old bay gelding sired by the Royalty for Life himself. 145 in your catalog. Now down the center, we have lot 88, followed up by 79. 88 is Super Chair, 4-year-old brown mare, sired by the chairman. 88 in your catalog. Over on the rail, we have 55, 126 in the center, 19 following up. 19 is Steppin' Space Girl S. That's a black mare, 10-year-old black mare by Andover Hall. 19. No number on the rail there. If you 77 to the east end. 77 is Century Latia. Come on, Sarge. I got to do better than that. 4-year-old bay mare, sired by Resolve. 79 to the east end. Lot number 80. Lot 80 is J-Port Muscle Up. That's a 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by Muscle Mass. $126 by the rail. 88 in the center. 88, that's Super Chair, 4-year-old brown mare, sired by the chairman himself. Super Chair. $94 in the center of the track. 70 rolled up number on the rail. 80 down the center, followed by 1963 on the rail. 157 and 126. No number on the rail. 77 on the rail, followed up by 55. 77 is 77 is a 4-year-old bay mare, sired by Resolve. 77 in your catalog. Oh, look, coming down the center of the track here. There's a dagger. Lot number 80. That's that J-Port Muscle Up. 157. 63 on the rail. $57 down the track. 77 in the center. I think that's 94, but the number is really rolled up. Yes, they tell me that's 94. 19 down the center. 80. 157 in the middle. 88 on the rail. We got a rolled up number on the rail there. 57 on the rail. 57, that's Higgins Rose, a 4-year-old brown mare, sired by Mohegan Hanover. $94, 19. That 94 is in fold to Superman 167, followed up by lot number 80. $95, 35, I'm sorry, 57 on the rail, followed by 63. 63 is Hard Muscles. That's a 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by Muscle Massive. 63 in your catalog. 170, 170 by the rail. 94, 149, 19 in the middle. Oh yeah, it's getting serious. If you ain't in your chair by now, you better get down here. We got some daggers on the track. Lot number 80 to the east end. Oh yeah. 57. 57 to the east end. That's a Mohegan Hanover. Followed by 63 in the center. 124 on the rail. 19 in the center. 176 on the rail. 149. 35 on the rail. 35 is lead off. That's a 5-year-old brown mare sired by full count. 94 is My Girl's Blessing. That's a 6-year-old bay mare sired by Andover Hall. In foal to Superman. Oh, yeah, 124 down the center of the track. Followed up by 63. Ooh, Tedder. That's 35 on the rail. Followed up by 149. 149 is 4 stars. 5-year-old brown gelding by 4 stars. Robo. 57 on the rail. 136. That 33? I got you. 33 on the rail. Lot number 33 on the rail. That's Magical Princess, a 3-year-old Bay filly sired by a masterpiece. That's 33 in your catalog. $149. 149 is 4 stars ball. 5-year-old brown gelding sired by the 4 stars Robo. 176. Let's hear you say that name, Sarge. 3-year-old Bay filly sired by OU champion. 57 to the East End. 33 to mine. Now that thing can pick them up and set them down. 35. That was lead off. That was a 5-year-old full count on it. Brown mare. 149. 94 by the block. 124 on the rail. 136. 136 is in fold a Big Z Crown for a March baby, he tells me. 78 down the center of the track, followed by 176. 78 is a 3-year-old bay filly sired by Lordy Lordy. That's a no number headed to the East End. Please try to get those numbers on your horses. I think that was 33, but makes it a little easier on my spotters up here. It's always their fault when they say the wrong name. 136 on the rail, followed by 78. 78 is RP Endless Road. That's a 3-year-old bay filly sired by Lordy Lordy. 33 on the rail. 33, that's that Magical Princess, a 3-year-old bay filly sired by a masterpiece. Check that out in your catalog. Lot 33. Oh, it's getting serious over here now. Look at the grounds crew. I tell you what, these guys don't get paid enough. I'm going to talk to Thurman about getting you guys a raise. Yeah, it's a father son deal. I wish my boy would work with me like that. 136 on the rail. 136 is Whiskey Rose. That's a 3-year-old brown filly sired by Muscle Massive. In fold to Big Z Crown. 136. 43 over on the rail. Show me that one, Sarge. 140 or 43 is H Money Winner. That's a 4-year-old bay mare sired by International Money. Oh, yeah. Night number 3 in the open buggy. Way back in the catalog there, Matt. Lot number 3 is a 9-year-old bay mare sired by Father Patrick. Lot 3. Again, we'd like to thank all the sponsors helping out with this event. Yoder's Greenhouse with a nice shrubbery and landscaping around here. Mass Tractor, lot 33 by the block. Magical Princess, that's a 3-year-old Bay filly, sired by a Masterpiece. Number 9. How about lot 9 and 29? 29 by the block, 9 on the rail. 35, is that it, Matt, on the rail? 3 by me, 78 on the rail. 3 is that Oh, I ain't gonna try that. 9-year-old Bay Mare, sired by Father Patrick. Lot 3 in your catalog. 28. Sarge telling me that 28 is Caliel. That's a 4-year-old Bay Mare by What the Hill. 130 to the east end. Lot number 130 is Laura, 3-year-old Bay filly, sired by Muscle Massive. 136 by the rail. Followed by 35. And number 3, 9-year-old Bay Mare by Father Patrick. Lot 3. Oh, yeah, 28 by the block. Sarge telling me that's Caliel, 4-year-old Bay Mare, sired by What the Hill. 28. 29 on the rail. 130. We got them in alphabetical order now. And 9, look at the motion with the ocean on number 9. 136, 35. Any of you young boys want to stay a little later at the girlfriend's house, you might want to try that one out. Lot number 3 in the open buggy. That's that 9-year-old Bay Mare sired by Father Patrick. Lot 3 in your catalog. $130 in the center of the track, 29 on the rail, followed by 9. Look at that 9. 35, 136. 28 by the block. 28's Caliel. That's that 4-year-old Bay Mare sired by What the Hill. I don't want to mess that up. Oh, yeah, 29 by the block. 29 is Z the Classic. 3-year-old Bay filly, sired by Big C Crown. 29. Yeah, we'd also like to thank Mass Tractor, all of our fine sponsors here, Yoder Blacksmith. 28 down the center of the rack. Rail. Cali L is 28. That's that 4-year-old Bay Mare, sired by What the Hill. Number 9 and 136. What's that 9, Eddie? Number 9 is Human Lady. That's a 5-year-old brown mare, sired by What the Hill. Lot number 9 on the rail. Lot 9 is that What the Hill mare. Over on the rail, we have 136. And here's a new duck on the pond, 172. Sarge, 172 is Get the Picture. 6-year-old Bay Mare by Trixton. Oh, yeah. Check this out down the rail. Lot number 20. That's Emperor's Mistress. That's a 3-year-old Bay filly, sired by the Majestic Monarch. Better pay attention when that one comes back around. Lot 20 in your catalog. Flip your books over to that. We'll get ready for a show. Lot 3 in the open buggy. Eddie tells me that lot number 3 is a 9-year-old bay mare sired by Father Patrick. 9-year-old bay mare, lot 3, number 9. Lot number 9's that What the Hill mare headed for the East End. Followed by 103. That's a new one. Oh, check that out on the rail. Lot number 20 on the rail. Oh, look at here. Raffle pony, right, boys? Yeah, look at that. You talking about a babysitter? Get up there in Barn B and buy some raffle tickets. Support a good cause. We're helping out the Rainbow of Hope Foundation today. So great cause, does a lot for a lot of people. So let's be sure and get up and get those raffle tickets. Lot 3 down the center of the track, followed by 172. 172 is Get the Picture. 6-year-old bay mare, sired by Trixton. Sarge likes it when I get that Trixton right. 103. 103 is Midnight Smile, 4-year-old bay mare by A Masterpiece himself. 4-year-old bay mare. Lot number 3 down the center of the track. Don't forget, we got a photographer down here on the grounds, Beth Miller. All your photography needs today, come by and see her and get a shot of your dagger. 172, Sarge, to the end of the track. Lot 20 on the rail. Check that high stepper out. 103 to the inside. And your raffle pony. Wouldn't the kids be proud if you win this thing today? Yeah, look at that. What do you think something like that would bring up in the pony sale, Sarge? Great investment right there. I'll get me a fistful of them raffle tickets when I get up there. I drive that thing through West Virginia, I'll get the looks. 172 to the east end. One seven two, 172 to the east end. Bring your horses. Tension in the barns. We need horses on the track. If you want to shine, right now is a good time. Lot number 20. Check it out. 172 to the east end. 161 on the rail. 20 to the east end. Check that 20 horse out. 161, Sarge says. That's JS Rocky. 5-year-old brown gelding, sired by Do the Deal. 161 in your catalog. Don't forget to visit the food stands up there. We had a coffee brought down from the Daily Double and a cookie. Really good. So visit those food booths up there on the west end. All kinds of food up there today. Keep us full. Get your seat. Get your raffle tickets. It's going to be a great day in Mount Hope. Lot 51 to the east end. 51 is CSC Lady Izzy, 3-year-old bay filly, sired by Majestic Monarch. 51 in your catalog, followed up by 161. Look at that black gelding to the east end, Sarge. JS Rocky, 5-year-old brown gelding, it says. Look black to me. What do you say? Sired by the Do the Deal, 161 in your catalog. $51 down the rail. 51 is CSC Lady Izzy. That's a 3-year-old bay filly, sired by Majestic Monarch. 51 in your book. Lot 24 down the center. 24 is Myra's Baby KV. That's an 11-year-old bay mare, sired by SJ's Photo. Lot 24. 161. 161 to the east end. That's that black gelding 161. $159 to the east end. 159 is Mia Amora. Thanks a lot, Eddie. I'd have never got that. That is a 4-year-old bay mare. 173 in front of the block. 173 is Chipper Jones. He played baseball for Atlanta. Chipper Jones is a 3-year-old bay gelding sired by, I don't know either. Now standing in front of the block is 161, followed by 51 down the rail. 159 by the block. 159, that's a new duck on the pond. Maya Amora. We'll get it close, Sarge. 4-year-old bay mare. Yep, we can't pronounce the sire either. We're 2 for 2. 24 by the block. That's better than trying to fake it, right? Just say you can't do it. 87 down the rail. 87, that is Dublin's Martini. 4-year-old bay mare, sired by Uncle Peter. 159 down the center of the track. Okay, I'm going to turn it over to Matthew Yoder here. So thanks.
'87 on the rail. 87 is Dublin's Martini, a 4-year-old mare, sired by Uncle Peter. 87. 53 we have a roan. Rony Crony, a 5-year-old gelding, sired by Dancing and Looped. 159, 16 on the rail. 16. 16 Agent Black A. We have a 6-year-old stallion by Sebastian K. 16. Lot number 51. 53. 53 is the roan. 159. 144 in front of the block, 73 on the rail, 87, 16 on the rail. That's Agent Black A, a 6-year-old stallion by Sebastian KS. 87 on the rail, 144. 73. In front of the block, we have 73 in full to the box. $53, $53. $87 on the rail, 87. 66 in front of the block, 66. 66 is Blizzard's Furry, a 4-year-old mare, started by What a Workout. 111, 90 on the rail, 69, 16, and 73. 73 is a 9-year-old Dream Vacation mare, in full to the box. $144, 161 on the rail, 161. $90 on the rail, 16, 111 on the rail. 73 is the Dream Vacation mare, 66. 66, What a Workout mare, 66. 69, 69 on the rail. 69 is Royal Black Hawk, a 3-year-old gelding, sired by Sting Like a BK. 69. 161 on the rail, a big black one. Lot number 90 and 53. $111 on the rail, $111. 111, CJ's Flicker, a 3-year-old gelding sired by CJ's Victor, 144. 160 on the rail and 69. 69 is a 3-year-old by Sting Like a BK. 16 on the rail, 16. $73, 54 on the rail, and 111. 54 is shortbred to Modern Prophet. Lot number 90 on the rail. Lot number 160. Lot 60 is a 3-year-old. Violating the deal. That's Do the Deal. 66. $73. That's the Dream Vacation mare in full to the box. Lot number 90 on the rail. Lot number 90. $42 on the open buggy. 54 and 69. 54 is Catch Me Kea, 3-year-old filly by You Know You Do. Shortbred the Modern Prophet. Lot number 160. 160, Violating the Deal, a 3-year-old gelding by Do the Deal. 69, 54 on the rail. 54 on the rail is the 3-year-old mare. You Know You Do, shortbred to Modern Prophet. 76 on the rail. 76, Top Notch Chrome, a 3-year-old Stallion by Chrome Master, 76. 42 in the open buggy. 42 is Muscle Ready, a 3-year-old gelding sired by Muscle Hill in the open buggy. Lot 42, a 3-year-old. Lot 112. 112 is Slip Slide, a 5-year-old, sired by New Jersey Viking. 67, 54 on the rail, shortbred to Modern Prophet. Lot number 160. Lot number 76 on the rail. .42 on the open buggy if you need a good buggy horse. Lot 42. 112. .67 in front of the block. 67 is Hurricane Landing, a 3-year-old sired a filly by Tactical Landing. 54 on the rail. 54. Lot 160. In front of the block, we have Lot 42. Lot 42 in the open buggy. 42 is a Muscle Hill 3-year-old gelding. Lot number 10 on the rail. Lot 10, an Elegant Dynasty, a 3-year-old by Majestic Monarch. Izzy's Elegance is the dam. 52 on the rail. 112. 160. 49 on the rail, and we have 67.
Lot 10 to the east end. That's an Elegant Dynasty, 3-year-old bay filly, sired by Majestic Monarch. Lot 10, 42 by the block, 112 in the middle, 52 on the rail. Lot 49 on the rail. 49. That's a 5-year-old bay gelding sired by Andover Hall. 67 to the east end. 67 is Hurricane Landing, 3-year-old bay filly, sired by Tactical Landing, in foal to in range, 112 by the block. 76 on the rail, 152. 52 to the east end. 52, that's at Hard Rocks Rose, 3-year-old bay filly, sired by Four White Sox, 141 down the center of the track. 141 is Dewey's Lady, 5-year-old brown mare, sired by Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe. I've been wanting to say that all day. Now to the east end, we have lot 10. 10 was that Elegant Dynasty, 49 on the rail, followed by 160. 49 is Wharton Hanover, 5-year-old bay gelding, sired by Andover Hall, 49 in your book. Lot number 10 Lot number 10 by the block. That's at Elegant Dynasty. That's a 3-year-old bay filly by Majestic Monarch and Izzy's Elegance. Both of those horses sold right here in the trotting sale at the same sale, sire and the dam. Check out lot number 10, an Elegant Dynasty. That's something kind of special for the sale. Lot number 112 by the block. 112 is Slipside. That is a 5-year-old bay gelding, sired by a New Jersey Viking. 112. 76 by the rail. 76. That's top notch chrome. A 3-year-old bay stallion, sired by the Crone Master. 76 in your catalog. Oh, look at lot 10. Pick them up and lay them down. Lot number 10, that's at Elegant Dynasty. The 3-year-old filly. 91 to the east end. Sarge tells me 91 is Newell Place. 7-year-old bay mare, sired by Andover Hall. In foal to Majestic Monarch. Check that out, lot 91. Lot 31 on the rail, followed by 76. Lot 31 is Mr. Hard Rock. 15-year-old bay stallion, Hard Rock in your catalog, 31. Okay, down the center of the track, lot number 91. 91 is Newell's Place. That's a 7-year-old bay mare sired by Andover Hall. 141 to the east, 76 in the middle. 115 on the rail, followed by 31. It's getting serious. If you got horses in the barn, bring them down to the track. We got some daggers out here. You see these guys out here with the whip, you know it's serious. 100 on the rail. 100 is Be Joyful. That's what I want to be. 4-year-old bay mare, sired by Dr. Gump. 100 in your catalog. Don't forget the raffle tickets up in Barn B. Support a good cause, Rainbow of Hope Foundation. We had that 4-year-old standardbred mare out here in the open buggy, and that pony was a dagger. So be sure and buy some tickets. Support a good cause. 141 to the east end. 141 is Dewey's Lady. That's a 5-year-old brown mare by Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe. 91 on the rail. Lot number 100, that'll be an easy one to remember. Lot number 100 is Be Joyful Foil, 4-year-old bay mare, sired by Dr. Gump. Be Joyful. 76 on the rail. 76. Matt tells me that's top notch chrome. 3-year-old bay stallion by the Chrome Master. 141. Oh, yeah. Look at the motion on the ocean here. Lot number 100. If you want to look serious going down the road, Be Joyful. 4-year-old bay mare by Dr. Gump. Check that out in your catalog. Lot 100. 76 by the block. Top notch chrome. 3-year-old bay stallion. Sorry by the Chrome Master. 31 and 114 to the east end. 115 on the rail. 115 is a 4-year-old bay mare sired by Revan Roll. I like that. Revan Roll, Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe. Yeah, that's the way we name them in West Virginia. We call them Babe and Barney and Beulah. If they're real good, we call them a dagger. Lot 25, speaking of daggers. 114 in the center of the track. 114 is Northern Nightmare. That's a 2-year-old bay filly sired by SD Rocketeer. $115 on the rail. 115. That's that rev and roll mare. 115 in your catalog. 13, lucky 13 on the rail. 13 is Celia Girl. That's a 4-year-old bay mare sired by Mohegan Hanover. 13 in your catalog. 109 straight. 109 to the east end. 109 is Angel Face at 7-year-old bay mare sired by Andover Hall. 25 on the rail. Lot 25. That's Rose Run Yorick. 6-year-old bay gelding sired by What the Hill. Oh, look, coming out of the west end here now. Lot 12. Check that out. Lot number 12 is Chalkus Black Label. 4-year-old black horse. Newtown Chocolatier. 109 to the east end. 109, that's at Angel's Face at 7-year-old bay mare. Sorry by Andover Hall. 13 on the rail. 13 is a bay mare sired by Mohegan Hanover. $25 on the rail. Lot 25 is that Rose Run Yorick. That's a 6-year-old bay gelding sired by What the Hill. Prepped by Kenny Gardner. Again, remember we have Beth Miller photography down here today. So if you want a picture of your dagger coming down the track, see Beth. 109 to the east end. 109 is Angel Face at and bay mare, 7 years old, sired by Andover Hall. Oh, yeah. Check this out. Lot number 12. That's a black gelding. 4-year-old, sired by Newtown Chocolatier. 13 on the rail. They're coming in alphabetical order again, Matt. 12 and 13 to the east end. That's the way we, call it in West Virginia. 140. 140. 140. That's Woodside's is 4-year-old bay mare sired by Dover Dan. 74. 174 in the open buggy. Oh, yeah. Check this out. Lot 12. You talking about a dagger. 112 to the east end, followed by 13. Just 12. Sorry about that 112. That was 12 and 13, the alphabetical order crew. Oh, yeah. Now down the rail, we have lot number 140. 140 is Woodside's is. That's a 4-year-old bay mare sired by Dover Dan. 25 on the rail. Oh, yeah. Number 12 on the rail. 174. 174 is Swan Alec. That's a 4-year-old brown gelding, sired by Swan for All, 174 in your catalog. $140 down the rail. 140 is Woodside's Is. That's that 4-year-old bay mare sired by Dover Dan. Again, we'd like to thank our sale committee today. If you see them out there on the grounds, Robert Hirschberger, Jonas Hirschberger, and Thurman Mullet. Thanks again. 174 to the East End. Oh, yeah, down the rails, lot number 25. That's a new duck on the pond. Lot 25. She's been out a couple of times. So that's Rose Run Yorick, 6-year-old bay gelding, sired by What the Hill, 25 in your cattle. Number 5. Now there's a new duck on the pond. 5 down the center of the track. That's Mr. Ball Yeekle, 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by the Isonic Dream. Lot number 5. Oh, yeah. Lot 6. Now we got 5 and 6. 6 is a 6-year-old bay mare sired by, come on, Sarge, Nucio. Now we have 174. That's Swan's Alec, a 4-year-old brown gelding with Swan for All. Comes with a 30-day trial. Check him out. Oh, yeah. Look at lot number 6. Woo. That's serious. 6 to the East End. Didn't take him long to go by. And lot number 25. $48 headed to the East End. She's shortbred to Superman. 174 to the East End. 140 down the rail, followed by number 6. 64 on the rail. And number 5. Remember, we got 5 and 6 out there now. 25 by the block. $165 in the middle. Over on the rail, we got lot number 48. That 48 is Counter Spy, a 4-year-old bay mare, sired by a tactical landing, shortbred to Superman. Buggy broke, traffic safe and sound, the gentleman tells me. Lot 48 in your catalog. 136 on the rail. 6. That was 138 down by the rail. And 5. 5 and 6. $64, followed by 48 and 165. 165 is Infinity's Buzz, 4-year-old brown gelding, sired by Celebrity Dante. Close enough, wasn't it, Sarge? 98 down the center of the track. That's a new duck on the pond. 98 is lot number 98 is J. Lors Ramona, 6-year-old brown mare, sired by Noble Crest. 98 your catalog. 43 on the rail. 40, 48 by the block. 43 is 4-year-old bay mare, sired by International Moni. 138 on the rail. 165 on the inside. $98 by the rail. Followed up by 107. 43. 107 is CJ's Flora. That's a 5-year-old brown mare sired by CJ's Victor. 165 on the rail. Now in front of the block, we have lot number 48. That's that Counter Spy 4-year-old bay mares by Tactical Landing, shortbred to Superman. Check the mare out in the front of the block. 98 on the rail. 43 to the inside. Oh, yeah, over on the rail. 138. He has to turn his head sideways, keep his hat blowing off. 107, followed by 81. I got 81. Oh, yeah, 85 on the rail. 85, that's Newtown Ball, a 4-year-old bay mare sired by a Newtown Chocolatier. Check that out in your catalog. 74 to the east end. 74 is Healy's Andorra. 10-year-old brown mare sired by Andover Hall. That's lot 74 in your catalog. 107 in the middle. 48 on the rail. $81 on the rail. 81 is Peace Out. 9-year-old bay mare sired by Donato Hanover. 81 in your book. $131 by the block, 107 on the rail. 131 is Full Heart. That's a 6-year-old brown mare sired by the Full Count. 48 down the center of the track. Followed up by 98, 81 to the rail, followed by 74. 85, 85 down the rail. 85, that's Newtown Ball. 4-year-old by Newtown Chocolatier. Don't forget to visit our food booths down on the west end. Get your lunch before noon because the daggers will come down about 12 o'clock. 81 on the rail, followed by 98, 85. It's getting serious. 85 followed by 74. We got some nice horses out on the track. 131 to the east end. Good group of horses here today. Probably the solidest group I've seen in 14 years. 169. 169 was that Risky Hill. That's a 4-year-old bay mare sired by What the Hill in foal to Katie's Joe. 169 in your catalog. Check that mare out. 107 in the middle. 85 on the rail. If you got somewhere to go in a hurry, you might want to check that one out. 85. followed by 74 on the rail. Yeah, and 81. That old wedge getting her done there. 81 down the rail. 169 to the inside. In fold of Katie's Joe. Oh, yeah, 131. Followed by 107 in the middle of the track. Over on the rail is 96. 96. Let's check that one out, Sarge. 96. That's Lordy's Princess, a 3-year-old bay filly by Lordy Lordy. 142 on the rail, 74 to the inside. 81. 81 to the east end. 169. 85 on the rail. 85, that's Newtown Ball, a 4-year-old bay mare sired by a Newtown Chocolatier. Lot number 60 in the middle. 96, 74 on the rail, followed by 98. 142, that's a dagger. 142 is Inner Curve, 5-year-old bay stallion. You stallion, check it out, by the Enterprise. 131 to the east end. 85. 85 down the rail. That's that Newtown Ball 4-year-old. Lot number 18 in front of the block. Lot number 18 is W.R. Rose. That's a 4-year-old bay mare sired by Mr. Hard Rock. 74 to the east end. You can tell when it's getting serious. We get all these whippers down here to fire them up. 142 and 89, Sarge, on the rail. 132. 132 is Mill Creek's Gal. That's a 4-year-old bay mare sired by Metz Hall. 132 in your catalog. 96 down the center of the track. 96 is Lordy's Princess, 3-year-old bay filly by Lordy Lordy. 60 on the rail, followed by 16, 18. I'm not blind. There was no number on that one. Not blind yet. 83 on the rail. 83, that's Cruiser's Lady. 3-year-old bay filly by Cruising with Chrome. 37 to the east end. Followed by 132. 132 on the rail. 142 in the center. 18 by the block. 96 down the middle. 96 is Lordy's Princess. That's a 3-year-old bay filly by Lordy Lordy himself. 37 on the rail. 37 is Happy Hill. That's a 7-year-old bay mare sired by What the Hill. 37 in your catalog. Lot 60 on the rail. 60 is Devious Hottie. 5-year-old brown mare by Devious Man. 117 in the open buggy. '83 on the rail. Lot number 83 is Cruising Lady. 3-year-old bay filly, sired by the Cruising and Chrome. Cruising with Chrome. Prepped by Slade Acres. Lot 60 to the east end. 37 on the rail. 132 down the center of the track. 117 in the open buggy. 18 on the rail. 83 down the center of the track. 83 is Cruising Lady, 3-year-old Bay Filly by Cruising with Chrome. 40 down the center of the track. 40 is Suencia, 11-year-old Bay Mare, sired by Guccio. 132 down the rail. Hello, Roy. Lot 37 on the rail, followed by 117 in the open buggy. 117 is JLS My Joy, 3-year-old brown gelding, sired by CG Laurel Crest. 40, Dia Unica. Dia Unica. Hey, I got it right. Second time. That's a 11-year-old bay mare, sired by Guccio. In full to the Trump Star. Yeah, it's really getting serious now. 37 down the center of the track. Followed by 132. 132, that's Mill Creek's Gal. That's a 4-year-old bay mare, sired by Metz Hall. 40 on the rail. Whoop, we might have lost a shoe if there's a blacksmith in the house. Lot number 40 has thrown a shoe. That's that Guccio mare in full to Trump Stars Yankee. 3 shoes on right now. $117 in the open buggy. That 117 is JLS My Joy, a 3-year-old brown gelding, sired by a CG Laurel Crest. You need a buggy horse, hook him up. If I tell you a duck can pull a truck, just hook him up. $116 down the center of the track, and the gentleman just telling me that's Midwinds Lady, 6-year-old bay mare, sired by What the Hill, comes with a breeding to the box. 116 comes with a free breeding to the box. That's the way I like to buy the Perchin mares. Free breeding to Ozzy, Robert told me. 154 down the center of the track, 22 to the rail. Now there's a stepping and fetching thing on the rail. 86 down the center. 116. Again, I'd like to thank our sponsors today, Yoder's Greenhouse, with all the fine landscaping and shrubbery around here. Mass Tractor, always help us out with track preparation. Yoder Blacksmith, all your blacksmith supplies you can pick up back there at Yoder Blacksmith. Henry and family. 154 down the center of the track, followed by 22. 22 on the rail. That's E.R. Bethany, 4-year-old bay mare, sired by Muscle Massive. 123 on the rail. 86. 86, Sarge tells me, is Hall of Cash. 3-year-old bay gelding, sired by Q Hall. 146 on the rail. 146 is Swan's Pretty Girl. 3-year-old bay filly, sired by the Cassis Cowboy. That's a new sire. Cassis Cowboy. 154 to the east end. Followed by 123, 34 down the center of the track. Don't forget to get those raffle tickets. Barn B. Support the good cause, the Rainbow of Hope Foundation. They got a 4-year-old standard bearer mare was out here. Open buggy, pony. 86 and 22 on the rail. 86 on the inside, followed by 146 to the east end. 116 down the rail. $34. 62 down the rail. Tell me about that 62, Sarge. 154 in the center of the ring. 62 is Cadillac Girl. That's an 8-year-old bay mare, sired by the Cadabra, in foal to SD Rocketeer this year, due June the 9th. I could see she was heavy in foal. There's a package deal. Have a look. $34 down the center of the track. 34 followed by 137. That 34 was Cleveland's Royalty. 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by Royalty for life. 146 and 62. That's that mare, heavy and foal. Check her out. That number is kind of rolled up, but I believe it was 154. $123 on the rail, followed by 34. 34 to the east end. That 34 is that Cleveland Royalty. What was that one, Sarge? 137 to the east end, followed by 86. 17 on the rail. Tell me about that 17, Matt. That might be a new duck on the pond. 146 on the rail. 17 is Carry Me Popper. 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by the Perfect Popper. 17 in your book. $62 is the mare that's due in June. 34 in the inside. 137. That's a perfectly collared 137. 5-year-old chestnut gelding by Mr. Hard Rock. 86 on the rail. 123 also on the rail. Now down the center of the track, we have 17, 146. Oh, it's getting serious. If you got horses to drive, now's the time. The crowd is filling up. 137 to the east end. If you drive right now, then you can come back right around 12 o'clock when it gets serious, right? We'll have some whippers out here then. They'll be getting her done. I've been begging for food. I might beg for a sweatshirt here if it keeps this up. 62 to the east end, followed by 122 on the rail. 122, 123. That's that Summer Getaway. That's a vacation horse. 5-year-old brown mare, sired by Swan for All. Summer's Getaway, lot 123. Have a look. 17 on the rail. Carry Me Popper, 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by the Perfect Popper. 146 by the block. 146 is Swan's Pretty Girl, 3-year-old, sired by Cassis Cowboy. 137. Oh, here's a new duck on the pond. 105. 105 is Banjo Boy. That's a 3-year-old bay gelding, sired by Here's Johnny. 130 something on the rail rolled up. 17 followed up. 62. That's that mare due in June. Check her out. 2-for-1 package there. 146 on the rail. 137 down the center of the track. Hey, he can get her done. You young boys, if you want to stay a little later at a girlfriend's house, you might want to check that one out. Oh, yeah. Down the rail, we have lot 86. Tell me about that one, Sarge. 86 is Hall of Cash, 3-year-old bay gelding, sired by Q Hall. 130. Can you see that rolled up number? I cannot. The horse that's going into the east end right now on the inside, we can't read it. 135. 134 was the one that was rolled up. Thank you. Sarge got good eyes, but he can't unroll the numbers when they're going by that fast. 32, that's a dagger. 17 on the rail. Tell me about 32. 32 is Monarch's Daughter, 4-year-old bay mare, sired by Majestic Monarch. 105 to the east end. That thing can get her done. 105. Yeah, I'd like to thank Yoder's Blacksmith for the cheeseburger. Yeah, if you want to get some advertisement, you fill a little bill up. I can do it. 137 to the rail. We'll work for food. Yeah, all your horse supplies, you can pick them up back there at Yoder Blacksmith. They give me 80, 90% off about every time I'm back there. Lot number 32 on the rail. Monarch's Daughter, 4-year-old bay mare, sired by Majestic Monarch. $123 by the block. 123 is Summer Getaway. 175 to the east end. That's Girlish Dreams, 3-year-old bay filly, sired by Agent Blackout. That's a new sire. Agent Blackout. Oh, yeah. Down by the rail, lot number 32. Monarch's Daughter, 4-year-old bay mare, sired by the Majestic Monarch, 17 to the east end. Lot number 17, that's Carry Me Popper, 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by the Perfect Popper, 105, 123. Tension in the barns, plenty of room on the track. Come on down, show off your dagger. Matt's going to have to give me a break so I can tackle this cheeseburger from Yoder Blacksmith. 105 down the rail. Banjo Boy. Followed by 32. Monarch's Daughter. That's a dagger. $175. That's a Girlish Dream. 3-year-old bay filly, sired by Agent Blackout. $175 in your catalog. Come on across the track there, Brian, and strike a trot. Who's that from? Buena Vista School just brought us down some drinks. Thank you so much. Iced coffee, lemonade. Visit the folks over there at Beulah School, west end of the track. Buena Vista School. I had a Buena Vista saddle once. Boy, that thing was comfortable. 175 down by the rail. 175 is Girlish Dreams, 3-year-old bay filly, sired by the agent Blackout. Oh, here comes a honey and a high stepper. Lot number 97. 97 on the rail is Modelo. That's a 5-year-old bay gelding, sired by Bar Hopping. Oh, woo, Tedder, woo. He's going to get her done once he settles down there. I'm telling you that. 72. You better mark that in your catalog and wait till he comes back around. Down by Legacy Catering. Attention on the grounds. The steaks are ready. Down by Legacy Catering. Go down there and get yourself a steak. Thanks for Buena Vista School for bringing up the drinks. Hey, check this out. Whoops, there went a shoe. Lot number 72 has thrown a shoe. Is there a blacksmith in the house? Hey, Brian, did you see that? Business. 97 in the center, 119 on the rail. Where's Schmidt Joe when we need him? $134, I believe. That's a rolled up number on the rail. Yeah, that's Cool Dream. That's a 5-year-old Dream on Cos gelding. 134 in your catalog. Oh, check that Modelo horse out. Lot 97 going into East End with Baltic in the lines. 119 to the East End, followed by number Lot 80. 119 is that Majestic Lance. That's a 4-year-old bay gelding sired by Just Fishing. Oh, that's where we ought to be. Just Fishing. One, three, four. 134 to the East End. Followed by 119. 119 is Majestic Lance, 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by Ain't Just Fishing. Lot number 80 to the East End. Lot number 80 is J-Port Muscle Up, 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by the Muscle Mass. 97. Hey, that one there is getting her done. Lot number 97 come to us from, it's a Modelo, a 5-year-old bay gelding, sired by Bar Hopping.
In front of the block, we have lot 80, J-Port Muscle Up, a 4-year-old gelding sired by Muscle Mass, a 4-year-old gelding. 97 in front of the block, 97, followed by 56. Lot 139 in front of the block, 139. In front of the block, we have 80. Thanks, Bill, for the announcing. I got to think of the first annual trotting sale we had. He was back on the hill catching some horses at Dad's, and Robert called him and needed an announcer. 56. 56 is Hit Like Crazy. A 6-year-old gelding sired by Crazy Wow. 56. So Bill came up here. He was the announcer. And I remember he called me and he was a little bit cold. So I brought him Mark's coat. You know, Journal Mark's coat's kind of big, you know, about Bill's size, but it was a little tight, you know, but it worked. Yeah, that was the first annual. 14 years ago, Bill. Yeah, he's been here ever since. And he hasn't been fired yet, is what he says. Lot 56. 56 is Hit Like Crazy, a 6-year-old gelding sired by a Crazy Wow. If you need a hat, Bill's hat comes from Casey's. We were up at Casey's shopping. I told him he needs that hat, so I bought him that hat for the trotting sale. So if you need a hat like Bill, just go to Casey's. The Casey's has all kinds of other stuff too. They got mare monitors. I got their mare monitor that Willard Hirschberger puts, or Willard Schrock puts together. So if you need a good mare monitor, they got all kinds of products. They're set up on the West End. Casey's. $139 in front of the block. We have a 4-year-old mare sired by EL Titan. $139. Lot number 56. 56 in front of the block. $139. 139 is a 4-year-old mare sired by EL Titan to the East End. 139. So Cellade stepped up and gave us a coffee drink. They're behind the block here. Cellade has all kinds of products for a horse. They have their enema oil. It's one of their specialty products. I've used that. It's supposed to relax your horse, or it's real good for foals. Check them out behind the block. Cellade. Lot number 164. 164 in front of the block. 164 is VR Mighty Marie, a 4-year-old mare sired by Tactical Landing. So they said the steaks are ready. If you want a ribeye steak, go to the West End. They're set up down there selling steaks for Rainbow of Hope. We had a great benefit auction last night at the pony event and raising funds for Rainbow of Hope. 164, 164 in front of the block. It's a 4-year-old mare by Tactical Landing in full, the breadwinner. Lot number 80. Lot number 80 in front of the block. So last night at the pony event, we had a real good turnout. I believe they raised a little over 200,000. So that's great. Goes for a great cause. Toby Troyer does a good job organizing that. So if you see Toby, thank him for that. 164. That's the 4-year-old mare, Tactical Landing mare, in fold, a DW's breadwinner. Lot 80 in front of the block. We have a 4-year-old gelding, sired by Muscle Mass. $164 in front of the block. 164. Lot number 80. That's the 4-year-old gelding by Muscle Mass. That's Victor at the lines. You know, last night Victor got first place. They were selling those meals. It was about end of the show. If you weren't here, you really missed something. Victor stepped up and he got first place in the auctioneer contest. Lot number 2, 21 on the rail. 21. $26 in front of the block. We have 26. Lot number 2. $21 on the rail. 80 in front of the block. 164. $21 is Sweet Street. That's 11-year-old Andover Hall mare, shortbred to Katie's Joe. That's the mare to the east end, lot 21, Sweet Street. 26 is Devious Vacation, a 4-year-old gelding sired by Devious Man. 26 to the east end. In front of the block, 178. 178. Lot number 2 in front of the block. $21 passing by, shortbred to Katie's Joe, 164. 164 on the rail. In front of the block, we have 26. Lot number 2. Lot number 2 is a 4-year-old mare by Muscles Yankee. Lot number 2. Lot 164 in front of the block. 164. In front of the block, we have 178. 178 is a 3-year-old gelding by a Masterpiece. Lot number 2. 2 to the east end. $21 in front of the block. That's 11-year-old Andover Hall mare, shortbred to Katie's Joe. Lot 178. 178, Silk and Satin, a 3-year-old gelding, sired by a Masterpiece. Lot 26. Lot 26 is Devious Vacation, a 4-year-old gelding, sired by Devious Man. '21 in front of the block. 21. 178, a Masterpiece gelding, a 3-year-old. 178. 72. Lot number 70, Anna's Man, a 5-year-old mare by Secret Man. 21 on the rail. '72 is back. She threw a shoe the first time they drove her. That was actually the first time she threw a shoe, so it's not something that happens every day. '72 is Beauty Echo, a 6-year-old by Pine Echo. Lot number 70 is Anna's Man, a 5-year-old by Secret Man. Lot number 70.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget those raffle tickets now. Barn B, lot 70 down the middle of the track. Lot number 70 is at Anna's Man. That's a 5-year-old bay gelding by the Secret Man. 72 on the rail. 72 is Beauty Echo, 6-year-old black mare, sired by Pine Echo. Wedge, we got a rolled up number there on the rail. I think it's 90, but we'll check it out. 110 on the rail. Lot number 110, that's Runaway Irish Gal, a 3-year-old bay filly, sired by the Irish Guy. Okay. That rolled up number was 99. So if you want to leaf through your catalog, here we go with 72. Lot 72 to the east end. That's that Beauty Echo, 6-year-old black mare by the Pine Echo, getting her done. Oh, yeah, 99. We got you, Wedge. 99 was that 6-year-old bay gelding, sired by Muscle Massive. $162 down the rail, followed by 99. 162 is a 3-year-old bay gelding, sired by Cruising with Chrome. $129 just went out the east end. 129. Oh, yeah. Lot number 110 down the center of the track. 110 is that Runaway Irish Girl, 3-year-old bay filly. Ah, yeah. Coming out of the west end over on the rail, we have lot number 170. 170. 170 is Toby's Gavel, 5-year-old bay gelding, sired by the Volstead, 99 to the east end, followed by 72. 72 is that Beauty's Echo, and they tell me that horse has only had 4 weeks of training. That's 72 going into the east end. 72 is a 6-year-old black mare by Pine Echo, and again, only 4 weeks training on that mare. 129 on the rail. 129 is Midnight Misty, 3-year-old bay filly by the Midnight Chief, 99 to the east end. 170, Toby's Gavel, 5-year-old bay gelding, sired by the Volstead. Oh, yeah, 72. 110, followed by 162, 45 by the block. 162, that's Cruising. 3-year-old bay gelding, sired by the Cruising with Chrome. 99 over on the rail, getting her done. $44. How about them fours? 44. That's a new duck on the pond. WB Bird Song. 5-year-old brown mare, sired by the A Masterpiece. 44 in your catalog. 170 by the block. Followed up by 63. Check that one out, John. 63. That's Hard Muscles. 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by Muscle Massive. 63 in your catalog. 162 on the rail, 173 down the middle of the track. 173 is Chipper Jones. That's a baseball player out of Atlanta. 3-year-old bay gelding, sired by. Yeah, I ain't tucked in that one, John. We'll have to wait till he comes around again, then we'll work on it. 170 by the block. 63. 63 is Hard Muscles. That's a 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by Muscle Massive. 129. There's a dagger. 129 comes to us from Midnight Misty, a 3-year-old bay filly by the Midnight Chief. $173 down the center of the track. That's that Chipper Jones horse. 170. Here we go with 44. How about them fours? WB Birdsong, 5-year-old brown mare by A Masterpiece. 162 on the rail. 162 Cruising Revenue. All one word. You believe that? 3-year-old bay gelding, sired by Cruising with Chrome. Over on the block, 45. Followed up by 173. And on the rail, we have 63. Was that it, John? $44 down the center of the track. $63 by the block, 45 down the center of the track, followed up by 173. That 173 horse is Chipper Jones, a 3-year-old bay gelding, sired by Sogna Dream. 173. That's at Buffalo, West Virginia, English. $162 on the rail. 162 comes from us. Cruising Revenue, a 3-year-old bay gelding, sired by Cruising with Chrome. Don't forget the lunch stands. Get up there and get yourself some food. It's going to get close to 12 o'clock here in a minute, and they're going to bring out all the daggers right before that and get her done. Don't forget your raffle tickets. Barn B, 4-year-old standardbred mare, nice spotted pony, open buggy, cart, all kinds of prizes. 173 by the block, 162 on the rail. It all goes for a good cause. Helps out a lot of needy families. So get yourself up there, get you some raffle tickets. Hopefully you'll win a prize and support a good cause. Appreciate everybody coming out today. We're going to have a good crowd and a big horse sale in Mount Hope, Ohio. Don't forget to visit the Daily Double up there. They brought us down a coffee, drink, and a cookie. Food stand up on the west end, the Daily Double. 173, Chipper Jones to the east end. Oh, yeah, 173. That's that Chipper Jones horse. Chipper Jones to the east end. Oh, yeah, here comes a new duck on the pond. Lot number 41, John. Tell us about that one. Lot number 41. That is Shady Maple Amber, a 5-year-old black mare out of the Andover Hall horse. 41 in your catalog. You better flip over and take a look at that when it comes back through. 41 is followed up by lot number 38. 38 is J.K. Super Legs, 3-year-old bay filly by Superman. I'm getting these stallions down pat. I like Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe. Lot number 38 down the center of the track. 38 is at J.K. Superlegs, sired by the Superman. 173. 173 is Chipper Jones. Oh, yeah. Have a look here, ladies and gentlemen. Lot 41. 41 is a 11-year-old bay mare sired by Guccio. Sorry about that. We'll correct that when it comes back around. That was lot 41 instead of 40. That'll be Shady Maple Amber in your catalog. We'll catch her when she comes back around. Here she comes, lot number 41, Shady Maple Amber. That's a 5-year-old black mare sired by the Andover Hall, followed by 38, 41, and 38 to the east end. 38 is at J.K. Superlegs, 3-year-old Bay filly, sired by the Superman. Goes back to the Aussie horse. Lot 38 on the inside, 41 on the rail, 168. 168 is Move Over Some. That's an 8-year-old bay mare sired by Dante Hanover. In foal to Muscle Massive, they tell me. Check that out in your catalog. That same cross has a 3-year-old in Indiana, he tells me, with 25 straight wins. 168. Move Over Some. Check her out. Oh, yeah. Here's a dagger. 41 on the rail. That's that Shady Maple Amber. Sired by the Andover Hall. It's getting serious, close to 11:30. If you want to show off your horses, now's the time. 168. Check her out. Honey and a High Stepper. Move Over Some. Bay mare, 8 years old. Sired by Dante Hanover. Traffic safe and sound, the gentleman tells me. In fold and a Muscle Massive. That's that same cross. That 3-year-old has 25 wins. On to Norway. Yeah. 179 on the rail, followed up by 168 down the center track. That 179 is Lost My Marbles. 2-year-old bay filly by the Rocketeer. I think that's our first 2-year-old in there. Lot 179, Lost My Marbles. Followed up by 41. Oh, check this out. You talking about a Honey and a High Stepper. That's at lot 168. Remember, she has a dagger inside also. In fold to the Muscle Massive. 2 daggers for 1 money. Don't forget those raffle tickets. Barn B. That's what we're out here for, to support a good cause. Sell some nice horses and help out some people in need. Lot 147 in the open buggy on the rail. 147 is CS Fireball. That's a 6-year-old brown gelding sired by Nothing But Class. 168 by the block. That's the dagger. 179 follows up. Getting close to sale time now. If you've got one you want to show off, you better get them down here. Oh, yeah. In the open buggy, we have lot number 147. 147 in the open buggy, followed up by 179. Okay, in front of the block, this is at 168 horse. She's got a mark of 54 trotting. Remember, you're buying 2 daggers for 1 money there. In fold, a muscle massive, 25. Yeah, that's that same cross to on to Norway. Has 25 wins already in Indiana, was it? Heading to the East Coast. All right, now we have lot number 147 down the center of the track in the open buggy. 147 comes to us. That is CS Fireball, 6-year-old brown gelding. What was that went flying by? 156 to the east end. Oh, check this out on the reel. 5-5. 55 on the rail. Good. Again, we'd like to thank our sale committee here for putting all this together for us. Robert Hirschberger, Jonas Hirschberger, and Thurman Mullet. So be sure you see them out on the grounds today. Give them a big thank you. 156 by the block. 156 is infold to the breadwinner. So check that out. It's Big Dreams Count, 5-year-old bay mare, infold to the breadwinner. Have a look. 5-5 on the rail. 55 is Magdalena. Say that again, Matt. Magdalena Chip. 3-year-old brown filly by Mohegan Hanover. 55 in your catalog. $168 down the center of the track, followed by 147, I believe. It's a rolled up number. $55. Double nickels down the rail. Magdalena Chip, 3-year-old brown filly, sired by Mohegan Hanover. Check out 168 down the center of the track, ladies and gentlemen. Followed by 120 on the rail. 40 down the center of the track. There's a dagger. 40 is a new duck on the pond. Let's see what that is. All right, 55 to the east end. Oh, yeah, 147 in the open buggy, 156. Now, right by the block, we got 28. That's a new duck on the pond. 120 on the rail. 120 is MB Flamingo. That's a 3-year-old bay filly, sired by the Trump Star Yankee. 120 in your catalog. What's that? I don't have a number on that lady driving by the rail. Lot number 40 is 11-year-old bay mare sired by the Guccio. There's 156. You talking about getting her done. 156 down the rail. 147 in the open buggy. You're looking for a buggy horse today, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. 28. 28's a new duck on the pond. Caliel. That's a 4-year-old bay mare sired by What the Hill. 28. 40 by the block. 71 over on the rail. No number. $120 on the rail. $120 is MB Flamingo, 3-year-old bay filly, sired by a Trumpster Yankee. $71 by the rail, followed by, I think that's $158. I don't have a number on the lady driving by the rail, but I think it's $158. $156 is Big Dreams Count. That's a 5-year-old bay mare by the final count, full count, in foal to DW's Breadwinner. $156 in your catalog. 120 down the center of the track. 120 is that MB Flamingo, 3-year-old bay filly by the Trump Star Yankee. 28. Oh, yeah, over on the rail. Did you see that? 71 by the block. 156 on the rail. Thought he said. Oh, yeah, right down the center of the track, we have lot number 28. That's Callie L, a 4-year-old bay mare, sired by What the Hill. 28 in your catalog. Don't forget to visit the food stands up on the west end. Get yourself filled up. We're going to start selling horses promptly at 12 o'clock. 12:30, I'm sorry. You got any daggers? Get them down here by noon. $71 on the rail. 71 is Jasmine's Dream, 3-year-old bay filly, sired by RC United Tigris. Oh, yeah, all the way from Colorado, they tell me. $28 and $101 to the east end. $101 is Attagirl Danny, 6-year-old brown mare, sired by Dover Dan. 167 to the east end. 167 is Patty's Goal. That's a 4-year-old bay mare, sired by the Mohegan Hanover. 158 down the rail. 158 is Emma Starr, 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by A Masterpiece. That's 158 in your catalog. $167 on the rail. Get her done, Aaron. 128 over on the rail with Baltic. 30 by the block. 101 to the east end. 158 to the east end, followed by 167, 89, and 126. Is that it, man? Can't really see that number. Oh, yeah. Now approaching the block is lot number 101. That's Atta Girl Danny, 6-year-old brown mare, sired by Dover Dan, trained by the Blackmore Farms. Atta Girl Danny. 158, a 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by a masterpiece. 158 in your catalog. $160. Yeah, that's a new one. 160 is Violating the Deal. 3-year-old bay gelding, sired by Do the Deal. That's 160 in your hymnal. Get her done, Aaron. 167 to the east end. 158. Oh, yeah, Dave Hirschberger coming down with a dagger. 128. 128 is Burson. 3-year-old bay gelding, sired by What the Hill. Fitted by the Slade Acre Stables. Oh, yeah, lot number 167. That 167 horse is Patty's Goal, 4-year-old bay mare, sired by the Mohegan Hanover. Oh, yeah, Mark at the trot. Standardbred Journal crossing the track with a mark of 156 and 6. Oh, yeah, 160 down the center of the track. What? Lot number 160 is Violating the Deal. That's a 3-year-old bay gelding, sired by Do the Deal. 160. Okay, here's a honey and a high stepper. 61. Ace by. That's a new duck on the pond. That is a 10-year-old bay gelding, sired by Donato Hanover. Lot 61 in your book. 160 down the center of the track. Again, we'd like to thank everybody coming out today. It's a fine day for a horse sale in Mount Hope, Ohio. Don't forget your raffle tickets. Barn B, support a good cause. Rainbow of Hope Foundation, going to help out a ton of folks. 128 on the rail, followed by a 61 by the block. That 128 horse comes to us. That's Burson, a 3-year-old bay gelding, sired by What the Hill, prepped by Slade Acres. 128 in your catalog. Oh, yeah. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. 61. That's a honey and a high stepper. 61 is Ace by 10-year-old Bay Gelding by Dante Hanover. Donato Hanover, 93. Matt tells me that's 93 going to the east end. Cherry Whip Dream. That's a new duck on the pond. 4-year-old Bay Mare, sired by Devious Man. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, attention in the barn area. 102 down the rail. Attention in the barn area. 30 more minutes of driving. So if you haven't showed your horse off or you want to come back out with the daggers, you got 30 minutes left. So we'll shut the track down and get it prepared for sale time. 93 down the center of the track. 93 is Cherry Whip Dream. That's that 4-year-old bay mare sired by Devious Man. 93 in your hymnal. Oh, yeah. Check this out down the rail. Lot number 61. That's fancy. 61 is a 10-year-old bay gelding sired by Donato Hanover. Now coming down the center of the track, we have lot number 172 over on the rail. Oh, yeah, lot number 11. Well, that's something different. Lot number 11. Lot number 11 is Hip Hop Anonymous. That's a 4-year-old bay gelding sired by E.L. Titan. Was that 61 to the east end? Come on down, Edward. $172. 172 is Get the Picture. That's a 6-year-old bay mare sired by the Trixton horse. 145 to the east end. 145 is Kipper Whipper Snipper. Now that's a dagger. That's a bay gelding, 7 years old, sired by the Royalty for Life. 145 Kipper Whipper Snipper. Got to be a dagger with a name like that. 89 to the east end. One seven two to the east end. 172. Followed by 145 on the rail. 145, that's Kipper Whipper Snipper. 89 to the east end. 89 is a Blue Eyed Babe. I think that's a new name, right? Blue Eyed Babe, an 8-year-old bay mare sired by the Andover Hall. 89 in your catalog. Blue Eyed Babe. That's what I married. Number 11 to the east end. Hip Hop Anonymous. 4-year-old bay gelding, that Hip Hop Anonymous, sired by the EL Titan. Now coming down the center of the track, we have lot number 172, followed up by 89. 89 is that Blue-Eyed Babe, 8-year-old bay mare, sired by Andover Hall. Yeah, everybody will remember that name. About 20 more minutes of driving. Tension in the barns. 20 more minutes. We're shutting down the track. So bring your horses. Get them on down here. If you're in the dagger category, you want to be in these last 10 minutes of driving. Lot number 172 in the center of the track, followed by 141 and 93. That 141 was Dewey's Lady. 89 on the rail. That's a dagger. 141 is Dewey's Lady. That's a 5-year-old brown mare, sired by Bill's favorite word, Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe. Yeah, Matt's got a buggy horse, Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe. We hook him up and head for church sometimes, right? $172 to the east end. 172 is Get the Picture. 6-year-old bay mare, sired by the Trixton. 141 by the block. 89 on the rail. Oh, yeah. Over on the rail, we have lot number 90. Lot number 90 is Nordic Craft. That's a 6-year-old bay gelding sired by Keystones Nordic, prepped by Lamar Miller. Lamar Miller is trainer. 172 to the east end. 172, that's Get the Picture. That's a 6-year-old bay mare sired by the Trixton. 172. 90, there's one can pick them up and set them down. That's at Nordic Craft, sired by the Keystone Nordic. If you're in a hurry to get somewhere, that horse there can get you. Oh, the Raffle horse. Check it out. 4-year-old standardbred mare, open buggy, harness, and the bear. Get your tickets. Lot 89 on the rail. Support a good cause. Up in Barn B. Get your raffle tickets. Lot number 90. Lot number 90 is at Nordic Craft. 6-year-old gelding. Oh, yeah. Check out your raffle horse here. It's a 4-year-old mare by who, Matt? Swan in a Million. And by the way, can we buy a ticket to win the bear? Yeah. Maybe we'll raffle off the bear. Standardbred mare, open buggy, harness, pony. I don't know if you saw that spotted pony out here, but he was a dagger too. 141 to the east end. 141 in your catalog. 141 is Dewey's Lady. That's a 5-year-old brown mare by Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe. 141. Oh, yeah. Look at the bear waving now. Get a ticket. Standardbred mare, open buggy, and the bear. Followed by lot number 90. Did you hear me advertising my hat at the KC? Yeah, we did a commercial. Yeah, on my hat. Matt bought this for Okay, in case the sun gets too warm today, I'm not going to say anything about the other thing, but KC's do have umbrellas, raincoats, and ponchos down there at their booth. So, lot number 90 on the rail. If you need an umbrella, raincoat or a poncho or a hat like mine, visit the folks down at KC's. Oh, yeah. 150. There's a dagger. 150 in your catalog is Mr. Flashy. That's a 6-year-old bay gelding by Mohegan Handover, prepped by Slate Acre Stables. 112 down the center of the track. 112 is Slipside, 5-year-old bay gelding, sired by New Jersey Viking. 112 in your catalog. The owner's statement says it's been his personal horse for 1 year. That's 112. So a lot of drive time on the road there. If you're looking for a horse, check out 112. Slipside, 5-year-old, 150 down by the block. 150 is Mr. Flashy, 6-year-old bay gelding, sired by the Mohegan Handover. By Slate Acres. Now, just west of the block is lot number 112, Slip Slide. That's that 5-year-old bay gelding. Foaled February the 5th of 2021. He's by a New Jersey Viking with a slider Hanover dam. Have a look. It's been his own personal horse for a year. So if you're looking for a horse to drive, there you go. Over on the rail, we have lot number. His number just fell off. 177. We saw it before, so 177 is Raging Sammy. That's a new duck on the pond, right, Matt? 10-year-old bay mare, sired by Muscle Massive, checked in foal to Big Z Known. Crown. It's known, right? You don't. Over on the rail, we have lot number 150, followed up by 112. And in the hole, we have 115. 115 is Unrev Trishelle, 4-year-old bay mare, sired by Rev and Roll. Conrev Trishelle. Okay. $150, picking them up and laying them down, followed up by 112. 112 is that slip slide horse, 5-year-old bay gelding, sired by a New Jersey Viking. Understatement, personal horse for 1 year. Oh, coming out of the West End now, we have lot number 115. That's Conrev Trishelle, 4-year-old bay mare, sired by the Rev and Roll. Buggy broke, expressive driver, prepped by Pine Valley Stables. 177 on the rail. Checked in foal to Big Z Crown. It's a 10-year-old mare. 112 by the block. That's that slip slide horse. 5-year-old bay gelding, sired by the New Jersey Viking. $177 the bay to the east end. That's a muscle massive. Again, we'd like to thank everyone coming out today, supporting the auction. Be sure and get up in Barn B and get those raffle tickets. Goes for a good cause, helps out a lot of people. Rainbow of Hope Foundation, always a strong organization. So get up there, get those raffle tickets, win a standardbred mare. pony, cart, harness. They got the works. A lot of door prizes. Last night they had the pony benefit here, and that was a success. They raised $200,000. So that was great with all the ponies coming out for the benefit. Thanks everyone for getting that all organized and set up. Money goes for a good cause. Thanks to Toby Troyer for putting that all together. Toby puts a lot of work into that thing to get the ponies ready. We got a lot of other door prizes up there today. Of course, the open buggy, the Smoky Mountain Stay, pony cart and harness combo, Memorial Trotting benefit, trotting sale. Is that 4 prizes from them? Um, yeah, they got jog carts, big green eggs. There's a lot of prizes to win today. 115 on the rail. Lot number 115, that's at Conrev Trishelle, 4-year-old Rev and Roll mare. Also like to thank Matt and Sarge for helping me out with the spotting here today. It's quite the task. 177 to the east end. Appreciate those guys coming out and helping out till we try to get them all spotted and pronounce half the names right. At least half. Tension in the barns. 10 more minutes of driving. If you want to show your horse off one last time, you got 10 more minutes and we're going to shut down the track, prepare for the sale. So come on down and get her done. I don't think we'll have to water the track today. It's in pretty good condition. So, yeah. If you got horses to drive, now's the time. Again, we'd like to thank the sale committee for putting all this together. Robert Hirschberger, Thurman Mollett, and Jonas Hirschberger. A lot goes into this, ladies and gentlemen. So if you see those folks out on the grounds today, be sure and give them a thank you. 14 years they've been putting this event on, and it's been a success every time. So thank you very much to the committee. 82 on the rail, 46 down the center of the track. 82 is Fountain Drink. That's a 4-year-old bay gelding by Chrome Flywheel. Fountain Drink. That's a new duck on the pond, right? $161 on the rail. 161 is Jay's Rocky. That's a 5-year-old black gelding by Do the Deal. Again, I'd like to thank everyone bringing us down snacks and drinks today from the food booths up above on the west end. 82 to the east end. 82's Fountain Drink. 4-year-old bay gelding by Chrome Flywheel. Says it's been his own personal horse for a year and a half. 161 down the rail. Jay's Rocky. 5-year-old brown gelding, sired by Do the Deal. Oh, yeah. Lot number 46. That's notarized. 3-year-old brown stallion, sired by A Masterpiece, prepped by Slade Acre Stables. 46 in your catalog. He's all notarized, paperwork ready to go. 82. Lot number 82 is Fountain Drink. That's a 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by Chrome Flywheel. Oh, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, turn the page and have a look. Lot number 26 in your catalog. That's Devious Vacation. You're talking about a dagger. 4-year-old bay gelding, sired by a devious man with a Vacations Pride Dam. 82 on the rail, followed by 108. 108 is 10-year-old gelding, sired by Muscle Hill. Oh, yeah. Have a look, ladies and gentlemen. Lot number 26. And there went another shoe. The blacksmith business has been good today. If you're a Smithson in Holmes County, come to the trotting sale. 82 on the rail. $108 in your catalog. That's a 10-year-old bay gelding, sired by Muscle Hill. Oh, yeah. 161 down the rail. 161 is Jay's Rocky. That's a 5-year-old brown gelding, sired by Do the Deal. 161. Sarge tells me he had one of those steaks. What's the name of the place? Legacy? Legacy Catering, and he said it was serious. So, yeah, it's for the Rainbow of Help benefit as well. So, go down there and visit their booth. Get yourself a steak. Ribeye steak at that. Oh, yeah. They chop everything up. Man, I'd really give them some advertisement. Lot 33 to the east end. Lot 33, that's Magical Princess. That's a 3-year-old bay filly, sired by A Masterpiece, prepped by Slade Acres Stables. Broke and ready to go. Lot 33. Seven more minutes of driving. If you want to make one last impression, hit the track. Again, we'd like to thank the grounds crew here at Mount Hope Auction. A lot of work went into this. You see all these chairs and fencing and everything they've done here. So appreciate everything they've done for us. 33 on the rail, 33 to the east end. Come on down, James. Anyone else? Come on down to the track. We're going to shut her down soon. 5 more minutes.